Plaintiff, Danelle Jones, is suing his former friend for emotional distress and defamation of character. Danelle says when the defendant did not like the cocaine Danelle sold him, he falsely accused him of robbing him at gunpoint, and Danelle ended up in jail. Defendant Courtney Cowan admits to buying drugs from the plaintiff, but he insists Danelle held a gun to his head and stole $800 in cash from him. Courtney's countersuing for stolen money and emotional distress.
Remain standing. The Honorable Judge Jeanine Pirro presiding. Please be seated.
All right. The plaintiff is suing his former friend for emotional distress and defamation of character. And the defendant is countersuing his former friend for stolen property and emotional distress. State your case, Danelle.
Hello, yes. I've been knowing Courtney Collins for like about 15 to 20 years. He was a good friend to me. We grew up together and everything. So Courtney called me like around December and asked me, could I get him some drugs?
He called you and asked you to buy him some drugs or get him some drugs?
Could I get him some?
What?
Get him some cocaine.
Cocaine? What,
Yes.
are you, a drug dealer?
I used to sell drugs, so he know I know a lot of people. So.
Did you call him up and ask him for some coke?
It wasn't in December.
It wasn't in December? Oh, that's a good defense.
It was like November.
It was November?
Yeah, around November.
Oh, I feel better.
Hey, Jan, it was in December. It was like around by Christmas time.
Gentlemen, I don't know that it matters given the gravity of what we're talking about, but go ahead. Go ahead, Danelle.
It was like around by Christmas time, somewhere in December, so.
Stocking stuffers.
Yes. Courtney called me up. I told him I could get the drugs from him, but he only told me that he had $800. I told him I could get him $800 for cocaine for his money. So he so Courtney, he called me after we hung up and everything. I hung up and everything from him. I called my contact.
Is this your contact?
No. I called my contact and everything. And
you do all this business on the phone. Hey, can you get me $800 of cocaine? Sure, let me call my guy. You call your contact. Do you ever think like law enforcement could be listening?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Okay, go ahead. You call your contact.
I called the contact.
What happens?
He told me that I could come get the cocaine. So I called Courtney and tell him, me and Courtney, we meet up. I give him the drugs. He give me the $800. Then Courtney.
All right, just for the people in the courtroom, how much does $800 buy of cocaine? Like, show me, and you're like, how much?
An ounce.
It's
an ounce. It's 800 an ounce.
No, it's not exactly 800. He only had $800. He only had $800.
It's not exactly 800. He only had 800. Are you listening to yourself?
Your Honor. Excuse me.
It doesn't cost 800. It costs $950. But he only had $800.
But he asked you for 800.
Nah.
He did. You just said the first phone call was for 800.
Right. He only told me that he had $800.
Right, so you bought $800 worth.
Yeah, I brought $800 worth of cocaine.
Excuse me, Your Honor. Can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead, Courtney.
Listen, the way this guy
I have never had two admitted drug dealers in my courtroom.
I'm a carpenter now.
You're
just
a
to make
carpenter
this.
now?
Yes, I've been
Does the union know what your old business was?
Well, I'm being honest, yeah. But ever since this happened, I left that game alone because if my own friend is stiff.
How many convictions do you have, Courtney?
None. I have not one drug conviction. I don't even have a record.
Do you have any convictions at all?
Probably driving on suspendeds.
Don't lie to me, Courtney. How many convictions do you have?
Like driving on suspendeds.
That's it?
And the possession of marijuana, that's it.
You just lied to me under oath.
The reason why he's suing me, because he ended up robbing me.
Yeah, that's false.
He's suing you because he robbed you?
Yes, for mental distress because he did 6 months in the county.
Yeah, he lying. Courtney said when I sold him the drugs, right?
Did you rob him?
No, I didn't.
Is this the day, let me ask you, Courtney, is the day that he delivered the drugs, is that the day he robbed you?
Yes, ma'am.
That's a lie.
On the third round, it was short. So I'm like, hey, this short. He like, man, I got you. Come back on the next round. I'm like, all right.
So you wanted your money back?
No, I either wanted my money back or replace what was short of it. He said, I got you.
What is this? Drugs or us? If you don't like it, you get your money back? I mean,
he's clearly lying right now again, like he did in court under oath at 36th
do I believe
District.
that I am ruling on a case where two drug dealers are suing each other for drugs and drug money?
I mean, I ain't suing him.
You're countersuing him.
I'm suing
He's suing me for mental distress because you robbed me.
All right, did you rob him?
No, I never.
Tell me what happened.
It never happened.
You gave him the drugs. Then what?
I sold him the drugs. So Courtney, when he got the drugs, he called me up like about an hour later. He said he ain't want the drugs. He said, I don't want this. He said, my customers don't like it. Let me get my money back. He started calling me, blowing my phone up back to back, texting me. I'm hanging up on him. I told him he wasn't getting no drugs back. Like I say about 5 days, I say about a week later, police at my sister's house. Police went to my sister's house with a warrant for my arrest. My sister called me. My sister told me that the police was here looking for me at her house.
What do you do?
I called the detective. He said he wanted me to come turn myself in.
For what?
Somebody made allegations.
Of what? Robbery?
No, he didn't say that.
I got the police report.
He said come turn himself in.
Did you turn yourself in?
No, I didn't. I ain't turn myself in.
Did you wait for them to arrest you?
Yeah, they arrested
There's a shot. How long did it take them to find you?
Like about 4 months.
Okay. Mr. Courtney Cowan states he was in his wife's Suburban when his friend Darnell Jones approached him and asked him for a ride. Mr. Cowan states that when they were approaching Evanston, Mr. Jones pulled out a black Glock with a plastic bottom from an unknown location, placed the weapon on Mr. Cowan's neck. Mr. Jones stated to him, run that. Mr. Cowan states his chain was snatched from his neck, took his silver Rolex, Cartier glasses, $800 U.S. currency. Jones took the car keys from the ignition, threw them in an unknown direction. Mr. Jones fled location on foot. So what you're saying is that you had a drug deal for $800. He then gets into the van at some point and holds you up.
He wasn't never, his whole intention wasn't to sell me the drugs. It was to rob me in the first place.
Answer my question. You're saying he gets in the van to hold you up?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So he says that you called him up about an hour later and said you didn't like the drugs. That's a lie?
That's not true, ma'am.
Okay.
That is
all right.
true.
So you're arrested for robbery. What happens to the case?
I beat it. I got acquitted on all charges.
Did the case then go to trial, Courtney?
Yeah.
Did you testify at the trial?
Yes, ma'am.
No kidding. It was dismissed on the merits. He was acquitted?
Yes.
No kidding. Why do you think he was acquitted?
Because I didn't mention it was a drug deal gone bad.
Okay. What happened the night of the drug deal exactly?
This what happened, Your Honor. I had called him and I'm like, it was the whole week. He called me. I'm like, you ready? I'm like, I ain't gonna be ready till Saturday. He like, all right. He like, I got you an ounce for $800. I'm like, bet. So me and my wife drove. I picked Darnell up on the west side on the Sad Street. We get a block away from his sister house. We never made a deal. I always went to his sister house. I knew something wasn't right. My insurance company, they reimbursed me the money of my jewelry that was taken.
They did?
Yes.
Okay. Now you're suing for defamation. Why are you suing for defamation?
Our circle, we know everybody. So he was telling everybody that I robbed him when I never robbed him. I was telling everybody from the jump, I sold Courtney some drugs and he ain't like what he got. You know, everybody know that I sell drugs. That's what we do.
I don't believe I'm hearing
We sell drugs.
I've got a drug dealer suing in my courtroom saying that he was defamed because the defendant is saying his drugs weren't as high quality as he's used to selling. Do I believe this? You know that's why you're suing him for defamation, because he's defaming your reputation as a good drug dealer.
Oh, he's saying that I robbed him. Not a good drug dealer. I'm suing because he told...
All right, Courtney, what do you want to say in closing?
All I want is my $800 back. That's it.
Do you think you owe him $800?
I don't owe him anything, Your Honor. He clearly told everybody that I robbed him when I didn't. You know, so when I got to telling the truth, when I got to telling the prosecutor and my attorney...
How long did you spend in jail, Donna?
I stayed in jail 4.5 months. You know, I couldn't get out because my bond was $75,000. When I got to telling my...
How many convictions do you have?
I got convicted of drugs before.
How many?
I got three drug cases on the gun.
And
case.
a carry and a concealed weapon.
I went to prison. I went to prison before for a gun. You know, I don't, you know.
Guns, drugs. Oh my goodness. You still selling Donnell?
No, I don't sell
Look at
drugs
me.
anymore. No.
No? Why'd you decide not to sell anymore? Because your cover's blown for starters.
No,
but
look,
go ahead.
I wasn't selling drugs from the beginning. He just knew I knew a lot of people. So he'd call me. Right, he'd call me, you know.
Okay. The issue for the court is this. The issue is whether or not the defendant is liable to the plaintiff for emotional distress and defamation of character, and whether the plaintiff is liable to the defendant for money that the defendant says he stole from him and for his emotional distress. So I sit here and I say to myself, Jeanine, you have in front of you two drug dealers. Should anybody even win in this, given my past history? The answer is no.
Thank you.
But I'm not done yet, because I'm being a judge now. I'm not being a prosecutor. I'm being a judge. And there's equal rights in this country. So here we go. Did the plaintiff rob the defendant? A jury said no. Did the defendant accuse the plaintiff of robbing him unjustly? Yes. It was a drug deal gone bad. The defendant didn't like the drugs that he got from the plaintiff. So he then accuses the plaintiff of robbing him when it should have been just the opposite. It makes no sense that if he sold him bad drugs but made $800, that he would then go in and hold him up for $800. I think it's just the opposite. I think that what the defendant did here was he made a false claim, and on top of it, you got reimbursed by the insurance company, which I think is insurance fraud. This guy didn't hold you up. You were mad at the drugs that he sold you, and so you accused him. As a result of that, he spent 4 months in jail. And as far as I'm concerned, drug dealer, no drug dealer, career criminal, dirtbag, whatever you want to call him, you can't accuse someone of a crime knowing you don't have the evidence, and he spends 4 months in jail. You know what? I'm giving him $2,500 for stress and not for defamation of character. You know why? Because you don't have a good reputation. You are a drug dealer. $2,500 for emotional distress. So ordered.
He was like my
grew
brother,
up together, man. We shouldn't even
I
be
gotta
like that.
rob you, man.
You know what he did.
Why your wife not by your side to defend
We
you?
got kids.
Right.
on,
Your wife
man.
ain't even here because she knew you was lying when you brought her in it. You
lost
You
twice.
took part of my life, man.
I lost twice.
You
lost
took part of my
twice.
life on the lie.
You lost here and you lost when you
You took part
lied.
of my life on the lie, man.